Hey everybody, this is handcrafted by Jason Cooper. I am in the shop today and I'm going to build a jig, a circle cutting jig for my router. It's something I want to do for a while, but I've got a project coming up where I have to cut a radius on several pieces of this project, and having a circle cutting jig will make that a lot easier. It's actually a fairly simple project, although you never know what you run into when you start a project. If you haven't already, stop by my website, woodwork.cooperjason.com. There you can subscribe to the email newsletter and you can see updates. Everything that I do, I post there as a blog post or video post or some sort of way to share it. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Handcrafted by Jason Cooper, and follow me on Facebook and my Facebook page, also Handcrafted by Jason Cooper. Thanks. Here we go. So the first step was to route a spot for the router to actually sit. And considering I did this free-handed, it actually turned out pretty well, as that sits very well inside that spot. Now I'll transfer the marks for the mounting screws through those holes, and use the mounting screws from the underside countersunk so they won't be in the way. That'll hold the router nice and steady where it's supposed to be. So now I can cut this template to width, right about here, about 8 inches, and start making the rest of it. Alright, so after a few frustrations, my circle cutting jig for my router is done. I have an adjustable slot here and a pin, which is just some old hardware that I had that I can tighten up and hold it. Slide it anywhere from about 6-inch radius to almost 36 inches on about a 4-foot board. My router is mounted with a couple of screws through to the bottom plate. A nice big hole for various size cutting bits. See on the bottom I've got a slot with a groove in it, and I have to cut from the corner of a couple of shelves, some corner shelves with a radius. So this is just simply a guide, but otherwise the end of the bolt can function as a pin, and you just drill an appropriate hole in the bottom side of whatever you're cutting as in a circle, and use that as the pivot point. Lock it in with the hardware from the top. Someday I'll probably put a better knob on here and a more adjustable, easily adjustable rig, but for now that will do. Simple circle cutting jig.